I just can't speak highly of how valuable this internship experience was to me.
Before this program, I didn't know what I didn't know about getting hired into government.
When you can get students to the Capitol, it is just opens up so many other doors.
The UD connections and being in the state capitol provides for a phenomenal experience.
This internship program matters for the future.
State House Civic Scholars really began as a program to expose our students to jobs in Columbus. We developed it as a pilot program here at UD.
So I've been involved in the State House Civic Scholars program from the very beginning. Jason Pierce, now Dean of Arts and Sciences, was head of political science, and the university wanted to have more experiential opportunities.
Over 10 years ago, while I was department chair, Eileen and I had a conversation about ways in which we could bring additional internship opportunities to students in the political science department and in other departments.
I wanted to really train the next generation of ethical public servants.
You learn, one, about state government. Two, you get an internship under your belt, which is great. And three, you really get to understand what it's like to work in an office and work in an office environment.
What was really great about the internship experience was you got housing, you got a stipend to pay for living expenses, and you got an internship, but then also really great networking opportunities. And so it was a practice run in what the real world looks like with a lot of support.
I thought it was important the first couple years that we were involved to be a lead sponsor and to dig very deep. Because once you develop a program like this, there is a bit of inertia.
We've built now a reputation for this program in Columbus.
The University of Dayton has not had that many until we started the Civic Scholars program.
Key to this program, I think, is not only getting the great students to Columbus, it's really finding the great mentors in Columbus.
As much as it is an avenue for them to get experience, it's also an avenue for UD to show how we educate our students for success, for the real world, and the unique characteristics of the UD education.
What I love most about the program is that it opens up an entirely new arena for political science students, economics students, communication students in particular, a whole new arena of opportunity for them.
The benefits are extraordinary. You get to really learn, at least for me, I got to learn how state government works.
Today we can say, look, here are students who have gone out, done the exact same education that you're getting in the classroom, and they've applied themselves, done an internship, and then got a job doing something related to the field.
The internship builds their basic skills, their verbal, their written, communication skills. It builds their ability to form networks.
Being able to build connections, being able to kind of insert yourself into a work environment and to establish relationships with coworkers, that's key, and it's also very hard, and I think that's one of the things that our students really excel at.
It benefits not only them personally as a professional, it benefits the university, but in the end it benefits all of Ohio.
The number of UD grads that work on Capitol Square as a percentage of grads around here, I think we have to lead the way. It's really phenomenal.
It was, again, the connections I made with Eileen and Governor Taft. They're very valuable connections to have in Columbus, but it was also the people we met through the networking opportunities.
If you say you're a UD alumni and you participate in this program, it's a huge step in the front door to most places around here.
The alumni that we have around Capitol Square have really embraced this program. They're such a solid core. There are some people who I didn't even realize were UD alumni until I got involved with it.
They develop relationships, they find mentors, they find champions, and they develop a network.
The strong connections of the University of Dayton allows the students to have opportunities in these internships that are hard to come by.
We now have students who have been through the program who are actually hosting and supervising current interns. So that's very exciting.
I think this is one of the signature experiential learning programs that we offer at UD.
My in-classroom experience at UD was awesome, but my out-of-classroom experience was like unbelievable.
You get to take the theory that you learn in the classroom and you get to kind of apply it to a workspace, or you get to see how it works in a workspace.
If they're interested in public service, if they're interested in working in government, it's an invaluable introduction.
It's literally taking the values that we're all taught at the University of Dayton and the great education that we get there and bringing it here to the State House, in and around the State House.
Staff Civic Scholars is the program that I really enjoy the most. It's the most rewarding, it's the most fulfilling.
The University of Dayton is a Marianist school, and one of the roots of that is service to others and service to your community.
I think just being in the center where everything is happening is a key part of the program.
This program is by far the top program on the square.
I just can't speak highly enough of like how integral this program was to me getting my job.
It connects the best parts of UD. It gives these kids real life experience. We have to do that.
Today, I'm here because of a program that gave me 2 months.
It's really just the start of their career.
It was the best program ever. I mean, like seriously, it changed my life.
I'm admittedly biased, but I think for us to have more UD graduates going into public service is only a good thing.